Today I want to talk about Emeka Egbuka. And all that's coming up after the bumper.
Don't be cornering me. Hold up. Time. You gotta help me with that corner shit.
What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button because I upload a video every single day. It's always college football related, sports related. We have a good time. Today, I want to talk about Emeka Egbuka, but first, I just want to point your attention to the hefty lefty. Yeah, man. I forgot I got this hoodie back in the day, and I got some real banger news that I can't wait to tell y'all about. We own something. We on the way up. You, me, we on the way up. Man, speaking of on the way up, Emeka Egbuka. All right. So, my man Brandon Huffman over 247 Sports dropped a really interesting note and, well, fantastic news for Oklahoma in that Emeka Egbuka is going to make the trip to OU for the game against Baylor. It's Oklahoma's last opportunity to host a home game and their best opportunity to impress the five-star quarterback. Caleb Williams, who lives in Norman, is also going to be, there to basically kind of host because you can't actually have official visits. So you're going to need an official guide that is an unofficial guide. It's kind of funny how that works. Now, the Ohio State fans, probably a little bit shaky about this one, but not all the way shaky. Because they feel like they got a lead with Emeka, and I don't blame them. The way that they have been recruiting of late has been outstanding. They also have a team, at least in 21, that looks like it's going to be really great. And you got Kyle McCord coming off a win a 6A title. You have Kyle McCord also putting together an outstanding performance in his last high school football game. And you have a number of quarterbacks that, quite honestly, can get him to rock. C.J. Stroud, Jack Miller, and I mentioned McCord. And then there's Quinn Ewers coming in behind him. You also got a pretty good bevy of running backs that I believe are going to give you opportunity to throw the ball because people are going to key on the run. But at Oklahoma, you got Dennis Simmons. Dennis Simmons is the wide receivers coach at OU. And not just a wide receivers coach. Arguably the best wide receiver coach in the country, if not the best wide receiver coach in the country. And I'm including Brian Hartline in that analysis. Hartline might be a better recruiter, but you can't tell me that Dennis Simmons is not a better developer of talent. He developed a junior college prospect in D.D. Westbrook and not only a Biletnikoff Award winner, but a Heisman finalist as a wide receiver. He developed Hollywood Brown, Marquise, into a first-round draft pick after coming by JUCO and being undersized. Took CeeDee Lamb straight out of high school, developed him into a first-round draft pick 3 years' time. Dennis Simmons is wildly underrated in how he has developed a wide receiving core. Particularly so in 2020 as true freshman Marvin Mims. Probably going to end up on the All-American true freshman or freshman team and has a claim to be one of the best wide receivers in the country, alongside Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson at Ohio State, but also Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle at Alabama, and the list continues to go on. I think, though, being able to show a true freshman getting as much playing time and starting as much as Marvin Mims has to be exciting to a guy like Emeka Egbuka. Because as much as we talk about Jackson Smith and Jigba and G. Scott and Julian Fleming, it's been the Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson show in the 4 games that Ohio State has played. It's not to say that Emeka Egbuka can't be a starter right away. He can be. You're just showing that you're doing what you're saying at OU. It's also a really good December, or could be shaping up to be a really good December for Caleb Williams, because he could have a fortress built around him by January 2nd, as Savion Byrd and Bryce Foster and Tristan Lay are all setting commitment dates within the next month. Lay will announce at the All-America Showcase show, because there's no bowl game this year, on January 2nd. Foster and Byrd during the early signing period. So a lot at stake here for Caleb Williams, as Oklahoma has an outside opportunity at finishing inside the top 5 in recruiting with picking up those 3, plus Egbuka, plus Kamar Wheaton. You win on all of those guys, you're going to have one of the best classes in all of college football. I think Oklahoma has also helped in that LSU is having a hard time this year, both on the football field and off the football field. And the 8 restriction in scholarships might also limit the number of opportunities they have to sign some competitive guys, especially if Corey Foreman chooses LSU along with Mason Smith. Still got a shot at Tristan Lay. And there's still people that think of Tristan Lay as an LSU lean, but we will have to wait and see. And as far as what to show Egbuka, I don't know that there's a whole lot. He said he wanted to get there. He's keeping his word and getting there. And maybe having the last impression is going to mean the most, right? Because I don't see him trying to get back to Columbus between now and then. Maybe, but I doubt it. Feels like it's a 3-horse race for him. That includes not just Ohio State and Oklahoma, but his home state of Washington. And Washington is undefeated with a really big win against Utah. You got to figure that Jimmy Lake is going to sell out to try to go get him, and I don't doubt that he has an opportunity to 100% win the kiddo from his home state, especially with Sam Heward already in the boat. But it's going to be interesting, and I think it's going to come down to the wire. I'm not even certain that Egbuka is going to sign during ESP. I am certain, though, that how teams finish is going to have a tremendous bearing on what he decides to do and where he decides to go. All right, that is it for me. Doses.